G'day everyone and welcome to another edition of Craps Down Under. Today I thought I'd do a little bit more field plays and hardways. So that's going to be the theme for today. Seems a lot of people like some of the field ideas and they want to try it out and test it out, and that's great. Look forward to getting their feedback on everyone who's commented. So what I'm going to do today, I've got a $600 bankroll. Now we're not going to, actually I'll hand 20 back and get some whites. I'm not really playing to win, again I'm just going to show some ideas. And we'll play a little bit, throw the dice, but just have a little bit of fun with it. Alright, so maybe 3 units, let's just do 3 units on the 5, 6, 8. And that'll pay 21, and because we're going to pay 21, what we'll do is we'll put 15 in the field. Let's see how this works. So I'll roll this out now. Let's say we're on for the sake of it. We'll always be on, just for the demonstration purposes. I'm not going to even worry about the point, it's not really relevant. And we've got a 6. All right, so obviously we lose the field, but we are going to pick up 21. So what you do, you place the field, and because it was a 6 it hit, let's chuck it on the 6. When the 5 hits, pick whichever one's lowest on your hardways. So all we're going to do is basically press up our hardways, and I'll show you what we're going to do with the field if it hits. I've got a 10. Alright, so that's a winner in the field, and so what we do is we add a unit to each of those and we press our field up just by the 1 unit. So every time we get a field hit, we'll try and press up our hardway. So it is a long shot play because it is a hardway. It's only going to hit 1 in 36 times, right? It's only one combination that you're shooting for. But the good thing with the hardways is you're only replacing them on a 7 or the easy way. So let's see how it works. It does depend on you getting hardways, and it is really a bonus play. And we've got 7. So obviously we lose all of our action. All comes down. We didn't get no hardways. We didn't get anything in our rack, and we lose. And obviously when that happens too many times, you don't have any more bankroll left. So obviously, if it doesn't go your way, it doesn't go your way. But it is a kind of a bonus play. I'll take these back. Got some more reds. This is a bonus play, and so you might be playing other things besides this. I'm not saying this is a strategy. It's not a strategy. These are just little plays that you can use. So you might actually have more pressed up on your 5, 6, 8, but you might dedicate this as a kind of a ratio of being 3 units here, and you're still 3 units here, as sort of something else that you do while you're also maybe pressing up your 5, 6, 8s or other numbers, or even playing pass lines, whatever you're doing. This is just something you can play in addition to other things you might be doing. 9, all right, so that's a winner in the field. So I'm not going to bother putting that little lamina there. I've just said we're always working for this demonstration purpose here. So again, press up both of our hardways. Now we're only pressing up the 4 and the 10 because they're field numbers, and we'll press up the 6 and 8 with these guys. And that's all we're doing. We're just going to take the little bit of leftover and press up our hardway. Going for that sort of, hopefully get the bonus. Right, so again, we're going to lose that. That's our win, 21. Go back in the field, and we'll press up the 6. So there's our hardway on the 6. There's a nice one there. We get paid double. Whoops, need 3 more. All right, so again, you can press them up twice if you want this time. Parlay that. So I put $10 each. So now we've got 15 on our hard 4 and hard 10. And there's a hard 4. Beautiful. So not only did we win a little bit pressed up here, that's great. All right, so we won 25 there. We take a hard 4, right? We got 15 there, so that's going to win us 105. Now, you can press it up one more time. In fact, with our hardway win, we can again press them up there and rack some. Again, I'm still running 25. If you want to press it up more, you can certainly do that. Or you can go, you know what, I'll just go back down to my 3 units. And what I might do, instead of racking some of that, I might press up these so it's self-funding. So the field is now self-funding. Almost. It's $1 short, but close enough. Alright, so we've taken some of our win, pressed it up here, we've pressed up our hardways. So our hardways, just to be clear, right, we've got 25 bucks on both of them. Alright, so it's a kind of a nice, if we get another hardway, it's fantastic. Now, you don't have to do this. You can go, oh look, I don't think the hardways are going to come again. I'll take it all back down and start over again. And there's nothing wrong with doing that either. You could take this all back into your rack. That's 50 bucks in your rack, right? That's a significant amount of money. But if you do get a hardway, then you'll be like, oh, why didn't I leave it up? 5. So again, now this is a nice one because we're now going to get paid, because what we've got on there, basically got $25. We're going to get paid 35. All right. All right, 35. So what do we want to do? We can just rack that. Obviously we have to replace what we've got down here, so I can't rack all of it, but take that because we lose that, put that here. The 5, you don't have to press up your hardways at all. You can just use that as a, well, I'll just collect 20 bucks each time on the 5. You know, you can easily do that. Or you can go, you know what, I don't care about the 5. You know, I'll just take it down a little bit. You know, play with it how you want to play with it. Another thing is, we haven't got our hard 8. So you could go, well, instead of racking that 20 bucks, maybe I'll bump it up, keep it the same as the 6 as well. So that's something you could do. You could say, oh, well, my hard 4 and hard 10, I don't want to have that much. Maybe distribute that across the other hardways. That's something you can do. It's really up to you. Given now that we've pressed this up, this is now self-funding, you could distribute. The other thing I find is that the hard 6 and hard 8, they lose more often. Where the hard 4 and the hard 10 is actually better to press up because they don't get knocked off as often. So that's something to factor in when you're actually playing these. So these I kind of like to keep lower, even though they pay 9 to 1. They're only going to win for every 4 times they get knocked off, right? Where these, they're only going to get knocked off twice for every time they win. So you're more likely to get repeat wins on these without your bet getting knocked off with an easy. There's a 4, so we've got knocked off on our 4 after that, and that's okay. We lose that one. There's our 25 in pressed up hardway. We lose that. We get paid 15 here. Now you can go, oh look, I'll go put my money back on the 4. I'll press that up the 1 unit there, so we're up to 20 here. Trying to get a little bit of a back-to-back win there, and here we're trying to recuperate this one. So we'll put the 10 here. We'll put this on the 4, right? So that's got 10 on the 4, and we'll just leave the hard 10 where it is. Or you could go, you know what? I'll make them even. Right? I'll try and make them more even. Redistribute it. So I've got 20 there, and I've got 15 on the 4. So you can do that as well. So yeah, I've just redistributed that. I put 15 there because I took one off here. I might regret that. Who knows? No, I don't regret it. We got a hard 4, so fantastic. So that's my hardway there. Again, another $105. Fantastic. Plus, I win 20 bucks here. All right, so it's not too bad. So again, I'll press this up 25 here. What else will I do? Maybe I'll take that up to 20 even. Maybe 25 on each. There we go, 25 on both the hard 4 and the hard 10. Now that's 50 bucks. You might go, you know what? We're long in the hand. I've had 2 Hardways for this hand. I'm just going to rack this money. And there's nothing wrong with doing that either. So, but we're going to go for a shot for a back-to-back field. We've got 25 there. And there's our 7. So I was right to pull my Hardways down. Certainly we could have taken all of our action down when we're doing that, but it's just me having a little bit of situational awareness there. I'm just kind of going, well, we're kind of on in the hand. And ideally when you're playing this, you probably would pull all your action down. If you're playing along the lines of the shooters had, you know, around anything over 5-6 rolls is now starting to diminish for the hand to continue. That's just the inherent statistical probabilities of a hand continuing. So obviously we lose all this, but I'll see where we're at. We'll do a little bit of just a little colour up here, see what we get. All right, so where have we ended up? We're down, let me see how many we're down. We're down 3, so we're down 75 there. So that's basically gets us back to even. If I take that one back, and I get back 100, right? Can put those 3 back in here. That gets that rack to even. The whites, well, the whites I took out of the reds. So, and we're actually ahead 1 red. So, but we have lost some whites. So look, let's just say we'll take that out. I'll get these coloured up to, sorry, not coloured up, coloured down. Get some change. So that gets us back to even there. So that little gambit, you know, we've made 113 bucks, so not too bad. So that's just showing you how you can use those little bonus plays in the field to keep replacing and pressing it up. Press up your field wins onto your Hardways, and hopefully you'll get a few Hardways. Given, especially the 4 and 10, I really like the hard 4 and 10, not so much the 6 and 8. Even though the payout's better, they just get knocked off more. So it makes more sense for me to press up on the hard 4 and the hard 10 because they're just not going to lose as often. They're not going to hit as often, you know, because of, you know, the probability here. You're going to get so many more easy 6s and easy 8s, and yeah, there's just less easy numbers for these ones. So that's why I more favour those versus these ones. So that's just a very, very simple little field Hardway gambit that you can use in your play. We'll try it a couple more times, see how we go. Maybe there's some other little nuances we might pick up, but I'd be happy with, you know, given this bankroll, 20% is $60, and sorry, 10% $60, 20% is 120. So for me, that's my 120. That's my profit done. I'm actually, you know, it's 113, close enough to 20% for me, and I'd actually go, well, that's my 20% profit target. I've made it, and I'm happy with that. And I'd chalk that up as a session win at that point, and I wouldn't continue to be playing now. I just wouldn't be doing it. I'd kind of go. But if you like to keep playing and plough it back in, that's okay. Each to their own. Let's put 3 units up again. Of course, we did get a nice little run there. We got 2 Hardways. Things did go our way, and I kind of think, well, if I leave on a shooter that where things went well, then that's great, you know, because I don't want to hang around for the things to not go well. And that's generally what happens most of the time. Things are not going well most of the time. All right, new shooter, new dice. Let's plough it back in. And we got an 8. All right, so again, this is pretty much replacing our field plus $6. Put up a bit there on the hard 8. And we've got a hard 4. Unfortunately, we're not on the Hardways yet because we haven't had a field hit. So we win there. Press that up, put 5 each on the hard 4 and the hard 10. So that's the one we don't want to see. We want to see the easy 4, not the hard 4. But if they're doing repeaters, who knows? Who knows what might happen. We got a yo there, so that's great. So we get $20. That's a $20 win. If I've paid it right, $20. So $20 win again. You can press that up, press it up. So now we've got them up to 15. Or you can go, I'll just press them up 1. I'll press that up and maybe rack something. You know, you can do that. Or you can go, you know what? I won't press up this time, but what I will do, I'll pick up the 8. So now, if I get a hit on the 8, it's been paid for, right? You could even potentially go down and go, you know what? I'll pick up the 6 as well. Now, these are all things you can do. That's my change. So use those wins. That compounded win of the first little bin plus the second win. I've only pressed my hard way up that $10. So, you know, I'm actually using my wins now to pay for the field, except for on the 5. So these are things you can do. So we're only playing a $15 level. We've got an easy 10. So easy 10, we get 15 here because that's the level we're at. We do lose our hard 10. So in this case, we can put it back the 2 and we'll just press up there, the 1 unit. So easy, our 10's back, hard 10's back to being a 10 or 2 units or $10 on the hard 10. So if we win there, we get $70. And we've got a yo. So again, $20. And we can put 2 units on the 5. And we can press these up again. So now we've got 15 on the Hardways. And we've got a hard 4. So there you go. I know it's only a 1 in 36 chance, but you know, it happens. So there we go. So fantastic. There's another 105. And we win $20 here. Take that back. Right, so maybe I'll press that up and I'll press my Hardways and rack a little bit there. All right. So I've got $20 on my hard 4 and my hard 10 now. Now you might go, geez, the shooter's had a good run. Pull my action down. You can certainly do that. In fact, you could even just say, look, I'm going to pull all this down and just play the field Hardways, where this is basically a break even, less $1. You could certainly do that, and this way you're locking up, you know, a good $45 back into your rack. So let's say you do that. All right, lock up a bit. It's always good to lock some up. So now we're just playing for basically the action that was funded by the field itself. And yeah, we'll let this one ride. Because that's one we actually happened to get up there. We can certainly use some field wins to get us back into a hard 6 if we really want to. And there's our 7. How did I know that was going to come? It came. So there we go. So I didn't quite get all my action down because I was being optimistic about the Hardway, but at least we pulled some down. So I think that kind of explained a few more little things with this little play, the ways you can think about it. So did we end up ahead? Yes, we did, but we only ended up ahead because we pulled down some action. If we'd have left our action up there, it would have been probably a marginal, quite marginal. So we're down about $10 here. We've got probably about 9 here, I think. Yeah, 9. So either way, $204. Sorry, not quite. Sorry, 200. Sorry, it's not 200. 199. So 190. We're $1 short here to replace that red we're missing. Yeah. So basically $200. 199. We've done okay. And if last hand wasn't a time to leave, this one certainly is. So because given the 30%, we've got $600 bankroll, right? $180 is 30%, right? And we're over $180 here. We've made a 30%, more than 30% profit target. So now it's certainly the time to play, time to leave, rather than sticking around. And we've had a couple of favourable rolls, and that's kind of the way I look at craps. You're hanging in there to try and get a few favourable rolls that actually put you into that profit position. And as long as you get a couple of decent rolls, you can hopefully recover your losses, provided you haven't dug too deep a hole by then, and then make your 20 to 30% profit target. It doesn't always happen. Certainly going to have sessions that go backwards and you don't recover from. But that's kind of how you can use the field to fund the hardways, and you can use these to also fund the hardways in those sort of ratios, because you've got a little bit of units left over you can put up on the hardways when the 6 and 8 hit. And in fact, if the 5 hits, you can usually pick up the one that hasn't been covered. That's something you can do. But you know, that's kind of the play. We used a little bit of pressing up our field. Again, we also used the field to fund it up here. So the field was self-funding, and we didn't actually really get to see much of a benefit from that because our 5, 6, 8 didn't actually hit. We didn't actually get the field win plus our original bet. So, but we did pull down our original bet when the 7 came, or just before the 7. So we actually preserved that back in our bankroll, which is why we've basically got the $200 win. So anyway, I wasn't really playing this to win or anything, but I'm still kind of showing you, take the gift. Don't walk away from the gift when it comes. Be aware that most sessions you'll probably end up having a little bit of a profit, and if it's because you don't leave when you've got that profit that you end up ploughing it back in and end up saying, oh, now another losing session. Well, it wasn't a losing session. It's only a losing session when you don't know when to leave. And that's my biggest point, is know when to leave, know when you've had a win. If you don't know when you've had a win, you'll never leave and you'll never win. So that's basically a simple definition. Know what a win is. And when you come up and play, if you don't know what the win is, then you're guaranteed to lose, because you're going to stay there until you do lose, until you can't play anymore. So there's some harsh realities in that. So I'll leave it there. That's another little gambit with the field and the hardways. So look forward to your comments and feedback. Thanks for watching.